Hey everyone, it's Justin, and welcome to the second pilot episode of Ride the Waves. This was recorded October 6, 2024. The first pilot episode was recorded in early September of 2024, but it was insanely explicit. Editing was a nightmare, and I just got COVID, so I was slowly dying on camera. You can probably see, if you were watching the video version of this podcast coming up, that I am pretty sweaty and recovering from COVID. Still a little bit sick and phlegmy, but we wanted the pod to kick off anyways. So when you're listening or watching this pod, I want you to imagine you're at a party and two of your friends are sitting there talking about random stuff. Sometimes you'll get what they're going on about, and sometimes you won't. But you bring your drink and you sit down with them anyways. That's where you come in as a listener. We welcome you to sit and join us. Have us in the background, watch us, whatever you like, but you're welcome to be an active part of this conversation. You can shoot us a message through any of our various social medias, or hopefully on a post where this is posted as well. That makes sense. But again, your opinions and thoughts are appreciated, even if it's just to tell us that we're idiots. But we thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy. I was working with some ideas for a cool intro, and I got 4 of them here, if you want to hear them.
Okay.
All right, so the first one here, it's welcome to Ride the Waves, a podcast where we dive into Blink-182's music, share life stories, and very subtly realize that we're falling in love one episode at a time. Whether that's with the music or us, no one will know.
Boners will be had.
Boners will be had. Here's number 2. It's time to Ride the Waves, the show where we break down Blink-182, reminisce about life's moments, and, maybe discover our undying love for each other while we're at it.
Is there another one?
There's 2 more.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Join us on Ride the Waves for deep dives into Blink-182, stories about growing up, and a very casual side plot where Corey and I slowly fall in love with each other, but it's no big deal.
I mean, kind of late on the thing, on that part.
It is a little bit. All right, here's the last one. On Ride the Waves this week, it's all about the music, the memories, and apparently the awkward realization that we might be the perfect match.
Dude, you're looking for so many buzzwords in it.
I know.
I keep working on it.
All right,
It's
yeah.
fine.
There we go.
Maybe you just need to let it be organic.
Oh, man. I think they were all pretty good.
I know you do. They're fine. I liked them. They were funny.
What do you got? What do you think would be a good introduction? What do you got? Oh, I put you on the spot, didn't I?
No, I just thought it would be funny if I just froze for a moment there and that was the
We both just stared to the cameras. I like it.
Yeah, great. That's great for audio only.
Yeah, it is.
If anybody ever listens to this shit. No, I don't know. Let me think about it. I don't know. I don't ever think that the best things that I come up with are written or planned. But also I know that the best things that I ever come up with are probably the things that I think about and then write them down. So it's really hard. I don't know.
That's okay.
If I have it has to be just a light bulb moment that I write something and not sit down and try to write, which is objectively bad and not good. But
it's all right.
Maybe I just need to take my computer in the shower and record things because that's where I have the best thoughts. Yeah. And then that would also be you could make this rated PG-13 at the same time. You might sing a dingus or something.
It's not about seeing the dingus. It's about hearing some mushing sounds, man. I don't know if
What's he got on his phone? How's he holding both?
It's, it's the whole reason why in college I got a life-proof phone case, so I could have it in the water. Just play whatever I want.
His fingers are wet. How is he scrolling? There's no way that works.
Tune in next time to find out.
The Secrets of the Shower Jerk. That's actually what we should call this.
Damn. Welcome to The Secrets of the Shower Jerk, a podcast where we deep dive into Blink-182.
Pretty on brand, actually.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. Wait, are we doing a whole rebrand? Do I need to buy like a URL?
No, don't buy any more.
Okay.
We talked about that last week.
That is true.
No, we don't need that.
All right.
The Shower Jerk is a good URL.
Yeah, it is.
See if it's available.
I'm gonna check that out right now.
No, it's not a website, that's for sure. Which is crazy.
Shower.
What are we doing? We're wasting time because I'm gonna have to get interrupted in like 30 minutes probably.
So
like 15.
That's okay. Showerjerk.com is taken, but it suggests rainpool.com. Rainpool. God damn.
How's it spelled?
RAINPULL.
Hold on. I need to see what a rainpool is. Like POLE. Is that a thing?
Rainpool versus rainpool.
It's a double. That's incredible. Rainpool from Wayfair. So if Wayfair sells it, you know it's real. Rainpool.
What pulls the rain to the ground?
It's not really a thing, I don't think. But I love it.
I mean, it's a play on words. You know,
Yeah,
instead of shower jerk, it's your rain pulling.
Yeah, I know, but I want rainpool to be a thing.
We could make it a thing. The domain is $1,000.
Like a rain gauge is a rainpool, but like that's what I thought of immediately when you said that. But like it's not. Rain gauge is. You could rainpool into a rain gauge.
I mean, we could meme it. There could be pictures.
Rainpool. Oh, it's so good. I do like rainpool as a shower jerk, like alternative. Yeah. So, very good.
I like that too.
All right. What are we doing here?
All right. We were going to talk about a song briefly by Blink-182.
Are we jumping the gun on this one? I was kind of thinking about it a little bit today, and I was like,
I don't think so.
I mean, we have like 15 to 20 years on other songs, and this is like not even a year old. And to really like...
Wait, I thought we were doing all the small things.
Oh.
I thought we were going back to square one, because we weren't going to do...
LOL.
That's why I sent you the link to the YouTube thing, so that you could review it and you could have more notes or something to talk about.
Right. Yeah, I didn't look. I'm the Josiah. Like, let's be honest. Or wait, no, I'm the Sam.
It's Sam.
Which we should cut this out because it's not interesting. Be that.
Yeah.
Call myself that. But like, yeah, no, it's cool. We can do that. I agree. I think that there's still some good like fleshed out stuff to talk about. I've thought a lot about more.
All right.
About all the things and stuff. So
I've got the perfect introduction then. Okay.
Okay.
Here's how it goes. Hey everyone.
Again.
We're gonna do this one more time.
Recycling intros.
All right, so hey everyone, welcome to Ride the Waves, where we dive into the music, the memories, and the meaning to us behind Blink-182's hits. You know, Corey, I used to think that the secret to happiness was money, fame, or maybe even finding that parking spot downtown in Halifax, on a Friday night. But it turns out it's really about all the small things. Yeah, that's right. So some of the notes that we had previously talking about this song, the major thing was that a lot of people consider this, and even the band had brought up the fact that this is a love song. And I don't know about you, but this song, at least for me, back when I first heard it, it really did completely change my outlook on, I guess, not really romance, but like girls in general. The first time that I heard this song, it was grade 7. The coolest like skater punk kid at our junior high did a presentation on Blink 182. The presentation I did was on the King Cobra, which I thought was equally cool, but not as life changing as Blink. Because when he played this song and I heard it for the first time, like my fucking mind blew up, and I became instantly obsessed.
Yeah, see the thing for me is that like I don't really like the weird thing for me on this song is that I never looked at it as a love song. But like now I'm
Ooh.
30 years removed from it. I get it and or 20 or whatever it is. And um
What did you look at it as? Like, what was the song like jump out to you initially?
well the thing about like thing with love songs is that like to me it was like when I was 10 when I was 11 when the song came out like
Yeah.
it don't ever like I don't ever think of like an up tempoed like radio friendly song like this that is about love. And like because it doesn't elicit the added emotion from the vibe of the song. It's like this is it almost feels jokey in sometimes, and like there's times where it's doing the like the filler na-nas and stuff like that, where it's just like to me this was always an afterthought song, and like I know now that it is an afterthought song because it's the last song they wrote for the album and all this stuff, and like I but now that you go back and read the lyrics, you're like, yeah, this is it. And there's a lot of other really like pretty cool examples of that that I think about where I'm like, I don't really know what. I mean, it's the same thing could go for Josie, but like it's less tongue in cheek than this is, where Josie is like a straightforward like this is why my girlfriend's the best ever,
Right,
and
right.
then like and maybe that's not inherently a love song either, but like it could be. It just depends on how you look at it, and um, I just think that there are, and maybe this is why this song always falls short for me, is like it doesn't really reach me in the way that like even lyrically, it doesn't really get me to that like love song traditional feel.
Hmm.
There's like two lines in this song that really get me there, and
What are they?
the commiserating line about being at
Great,
the show,
great word.
yeah, and then but also like forced freaking rhyme
Yeah.
also. And then the other one is about the other one is the flowers part. And like to me those are just like I don't want to say thrown in, but like this doesn't just ring true of like a true love song to me.
Hmm.
Even in an up-tempoed one. I mean there's so many examples of those that are better that elicit that emotion and tie the nostalgia into it. And I mean you could think of Ocean Avenue from Yellow Card. That
Great
like
song.
yeah, it is. And it's pure nostalgia. Like even though it's 20 years removed, like if you listen to that song for the first time ever, you're like it's all about remembering and all these memories and all these good times and like when things were great and what we were doing and how we were relating and all this stuff. And that's interesting. Like that's like I don't think anybody hears this song and thinks of a love song. Like they played at Padres games when Tom's sitting in the bleachers. Like,
No, that's fair. I mean, I
do you know
think
what I mean?
yeah, I think it comes off as different types of love. I think that maybe in the moment, Tom had this like really like grandiose idea of this is going to be the greatest love song in the world. I even incorporated something that like my girl did for me at a certain point that's recent at the time, and it kind of ties into, you're my best friend, you're always there for me, you even like brought me fucking roses after like a really shitty day. Like I see the romance in it. I get that it's not this kind of sucker punch of romance there, and it's kind of cheesy, but I still think at the end of the day, it is such a sweet homage to like someone that you really care about.
I think it's too personal, and that's what I think doesn't really like from a very like skin level value of the song, like it doesn't it doesn't do that to 95% of the people, but like maybe that girl at the time, whether that was her name Carrie,
I don't know.
his ex-wife,
Oh,
Jen.
Jen?
It was Jen.
Jen. Yeah.
Maybe it was
I
Jen.
was like, Carrie? Who's Carrie?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that.
Who's Carrie, bro?
Fuck if I know.
All right.
Um, but maybe that was it. It was to her, and maybe that was a personal song to her, and like that's why that vibed. But I don't know. I just think, I mean, when I think of a love song, dude, I think of like Constantine by Something Corporate.
Mm.
That song fucking makes me cry every time I hear it, and I don't like every time.
Yeah.
And it's so moving. And like this song is 2.5 minutes of like 8 lines
It's
of
true.
like maybe romantic gestures.
It's
And
true.
and and now here, I can speak from personal experience now where I think that there is beauty in appreciating the little things that people do for you. And like maybe this is what that song is about. And like this is just another small gesture that Tom wanted to write
Mm.
to be like, hey, this fits in with your flowers. This is a little song that I wrote for you, and it's the biggest hit we've ever wrote,
Yeah.
arguably. And like that's cool, but I just from a from a consumer perspective, like nothing about this is lovey to me. And like I wouldn't dedicate this song to anybody ever.
Really?
Like no, what? No. Maybe you.
Interesting.
Like, bro, we're at a karaoke bar and let's play
Yeah.
all the small things. Like that's what I would do. Like it, nothing about this is like romantic. I just don't get it. And
Mm.
I think that it has its place in the romance genre of like pop punk songs. I do, but to me it's a subgenre of romance. It's a gratefulness. It's a it's thankful. It's which I mean, I think that's interesting and I think it's valuable to say, hey, like love isn't just mushy wushy stuff and it's not just like you're not writing like a slow ballad or something to like try to capture feelings at that time. I think that there's, like I said, I think that there is value to what this song brings in terms of love or whatever. I
That's
just
fair.
and again, like I just think of it like it reminds me of Always, where like Always is so like I fucking hate that song, but like
Dude,
I
I
love it.
fucking love that song, man. I can't tell you I hate it. I love it.
It's so sweet and but it's very like flesh, like
Mm.
love, and it's totally different. But like it also feels like an afterthought. Like it feels forced. It doesn't feel so. I don't know. I mean I could we could go through love songs that pop punk bands have written for decades,
It's
and
true.
we
And we
like I could
start
think of
today.
right. Well, I mean, listen, like I mean the first one I think of, and this is a local thing, is the Get Up Kids.
All right. I've heard of them.
I'll catch you. Oh my god, dude! Like
I'll
I probably
catch
can't even
you.
listen to that. Yeah,
Hang
I
on,
can't even listen to that.
let me pull it up.
I can't listen to that song right now. It's gonna make me cry. But like, it's so good and it's so powerful and it's like, I mean, Constantine is another one. Um,
Hang on, let me pull this up. Oh, this is slow.
yeah.
When I think of the Get Up Kids, I think of like some sort of punk.
Yeah, I know. But like, not like. Well, I mean, this is.
One at a
I don't know.
time, an unspoken balance here.
This is not what I thought would be from them.
Yeah, it doesn't really fit in with their catalog, but like, I mean, it does.
Where's like the lyrics?
But like you could look at songs like like Ocean Avenue is a good example. Pop punk rock princess by Something Corporate. Like we were talking about Something Corporate. Like
Great
Punk Rock
song.
Princess is an incredible song.
Great song.
And it's like, but it's not like it's not a traditional love song, but it is because he's like, I want you to be this with me, and we would be a team, and like I don't know. I think it's more interesting than all the small things. The Best of Me by The Starting Line is a love song.
Great song too. Holy shit.
You know what I mean? And
all right,
what
well,
else?
to steer back a little bit, when we had talked previously about this a little bit, I had brought up Prozac's Tsunami song, and like
Yeah, which was a great love song.
the transition I had from them and Before Four to Blink-182, that's just like kind of what was going on with me in grade 7. You know, this whole idea of Prozac like basing this whole romantic idea of, you know, love is this epic story. Love is, you know, something that you fight for no matter what. And then, you know, Before Four was like these kind of douchey looking guys, I guess you could probably say. And it was literally all about like love is not maybe like as pure as you think it is. Like we're looking to hook up, we're looking to, you know, get the girl tonight, take her home kind of thing. To me, it like combined both of these worlds where, you know, I saw the music video and everything. Like I became obsessed with this song like immediately, and this band immediately. Went home. This is like before YouTube and stuff. Like I had to find a music video somehow. I think I watched it on like MTV or something because I had it on the TV, and I think it was my mom who like shouted for me to come into the room because they had mentioned that they were going to play a Blink-182 song. And I was telling my mom, like, if anything Blink-182 comes up, like, you have to call me. I literally ran like upstairs into their bedroom, which we typically were never allowed to go into, and on their giant ass TV I saw Blink-182 like for the first time, that music video for the first time. And it was just like this whole thing of, yeah, I get that this is a love song, but these guys are doing hilarious things. They're making fun of all the music that I grew up with, that my parents like really pushed on me, like Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all the like safe radio stuff. And to me, that was just like, wow, like She Left Him Roses by the Stairs, this guy, like I could be this guy. This guy's a goof. I'm kind of goofy. Like I'm looking for a way to kind of go. And yeah, I think for me, like this song definitely shaped at least my idea of what romance was. Because I think the next crush or girl that I went after, my friend, I haven't thought about him in a long time.
That's a crazy name.
I think he was maybe Turkish. I can't remember.
I
But
ate some Turkish food the other day.
how was it?
Very good.
What'd you eat?
It was like, this is the American coming out in me, but it was basically like a taquito with like, but it was made with like, like naan, and it was like this really good sumac meat and onions and like, oh, so good. Anyway, I think they're coming back this weekend.
So, and he tells me he liked this girl, and he like pointed her out to me one day, and I was like, damn, she's cute. Now I kind of like her too. And I think it was at one of our like dances for grade 7 that he danced with her, and then I had asked her friend like, could I like see if she wants to dance with me, and she was like, yeah, like yes. I was like, all right, sweet. So I danced with her. It rubbed him the wrong way, and then it became like he danced with her, then I danced with her, and it was like this really
Girl's getting a train ran on her later.
oh fuck. But I ended up like dating her actually. Like he ended up not really wanting anything to do with it, and I ended up dating her. But like it became this like I don't know. this kind of like race for a girl or something, or like a
Right.
competition for a girl. And I think listening to Blink-182 gave me the confidence to do that. Because it wasn't like, I don't need to look at love as this totally epic thing that is unobtainable, and I don't have to worry about hooking up with someone. I was like, I don't know what hooking up is. I had never even like kissed a girl at the time. And then Blink-182 was literally just like, let's just hang out. Like, just be yourself, be a fucking goof. And that completely, like, that's me in a nutshell then for my dating life moving forward with that.
I think it's really interesting that you say like that you had such this like personal relationship with music so early, because I think one of the big things for me is that like it was it's kind of embarrassing to say this, but also like I got into it really young. Like it was my way of just like hiding. I think a lot was with music,
Okay.
and I tried to use it as like it was almost a competition. Music. I was always trying to be like always trying to have another band that someone hadn't heard of.
Oh shit, you were that guy.
I was definitely that guy. And
Okay.
like so my relationship with music wasn't as like personal at first.
Yeah,
It was a numbers game. And when I started to get like and even now, like sometimes I feel like I am like that, but like I'm trying like my goal this year was to listen to like 400 new albums.
yeah. Okay.
And like that's not you can't do that. Like you can't actually do that. You can do 300. Like if I did one a day, I could do it.
Yeah.
And
400
that's
is
totally
more than one a day, so we were pushing it pretty hard.
right, but like it's possible to do one a day, and like I could attain for that. Like I could wake up in the morning and listen to one and like have a personal experience with it, but I don't do that. And then I just get this backlog of this categorical backlog of like new music that and then I just stream through it as fast as I can. So like,
And it means nothing.
and it means nothing.
Yeah.
And so when I got into music that personally like affected my life, like Blink wasn't there. Like
Oh, really?
they had broke up. Like, it was probably, I mean, it was at
Wait,
least
they
my
broke
senior.
up around the time you started to like have an emotional connection with it?
Bro, when did they break up the first time?
Yeah. I'm like in high school, but like holy shit, really?
Yeah, high school was just like, to me, it was a competition. It was like I've got to find the next band, and I always did.
Dude.
Like, I always knew the next big band, and like
Yeah.
I remember when Panic at the Disco had demos out,
Yeah.
and I was like, this band's gonna blow and they did, and like that doesn't mean anything, and it's not really interesting to say. It's actually kind of embarrassing to say.
Well, no, you know what? Here.
Exactly.
You were the guy who found fucking Panic at the Disco, bro.
No, I wasn't.
I know.
But like that was what music was to me. So like,
Right.
discovering Blink-182 back then, like yeah, but you know what like hit me as like it wasn't their songs. It was the way they acted
Mm.
and the way that they carried themselves on stage and their they're like I'm a joker behind this like facade of like writing personal songs. And like that to me was always really interesting and really powerful because like you can be this guy that writes this song that like look, I mean, you're telling me right now the way like this song impacted the way you look, and that's interesting and that's cool and that's powerful. To me, they were dancing around in their underwear in the video and that was fun.
Yeah.
And they were making fun of like Backstreet Boys and that was funny and like that's how I connected with this band immediately. Like it was never like the subject matter. It was just like it sounds incredible, but it also makes me laugh and it makes me like it was a confirmation of my character and like who I was, and
Whoa.
that's how I connected to Blink-182.
It was a confirmation of your character, but it was an evolution of mine.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to make
Yeah.
Jackass videos. Like, I thought it was incredibly crazy that they ran around naked in "What's My Age Again" video. Like, and they came out on stage naked at the VMAs, and they did like all kinds of stupid shit, and it was like hilarious, and everybody got offended by it, and I think that's awesome. At the time, like that would like now you'd be like, oh, they're naked
Again?
again. It's like now now you would cancel them, right?
Right.
Like Blink-182 would have never made it ever, but like they did, and like I can still laugh at the same banter between like the live songs on that album that I laugh at, and I'm like, oh my god, I've heard this literally 10,000 times probably. Like I probably listened to that album 10,000 times.
I don't think you'll see it on your end here. Oh, maybe I should. Let me share my screen for a sec. What is it?
But does that make sense to you? Like
It makes so much sense. All right. So,
I
when
can
was
barely see it.
Ah, shit. Hang on. Let me
Hold on, I'll go on the screen. You're in your underwear skiing.
Hell yes, I am. Oh, if I blow it up. Oh, it's still super small. That's okay. Oh shit. All right, so this is 2006.
You are
Uh
indented.
I
You're-
I was a little indented, but look, bro, I'm on my snow skate. I took my pants off because I was pretty stoned, and my friends and I were just like going down small hills. I'm wearing Macbeth shoes, and I started to take my clothes off, like
That's funny.
pure Blink.
Yeah, it's funny. And that's I mean that so the thing is, dude, is I'm like still going back and like, man, what did I listen to After Midnight the other day? Like I knew what that song was about, but like it never now it just like makes me cry.
Oh, hang on, I lost your audio. It froze for a sec, and then the audio completely quit. I can still see my green thing popping up that my audio is coming in, but your like green border is dead. Goodbye, Corey.
Hello?
Hello, you're back.
Yeah, it wasn't lighting up green for me either, which is weird. But anyway.
Weird.
So what I was saying is like I don't remember.
Do you have any pictures of you in your underwear pretending to be from Blink-182?
Oh, I don't. But I
Lame.
mean, I think the thing for me that was that like now I listen like I think I was saying like I listen to songs like After Midnight that came out literally 15 years ago, and I'm
Mhm.
like, now this bangs and this crushes my spirit, and now I just cry when I listen to it.
Why?
And dude, go read those lyrics. Tell me that like, okay, Corey's probably crying when he listens to the song right now.
Nah.
It's fine. Like, but like the for me, it was never about like I remember the first time I sat down with an album and like
It's a cute song.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's very sad.
It is.
And like that's another great example of like a love-ish s song. It's way better than like Story of a Lonely Guy. Objectively better lyrics. Complete banger, but they're both great. But they're sad songs. But they're up-tempoed and they're fun. But like I remember like this record stands out in my brain when I started getting like lyrically connected to albums. So do you remember the website SmartPunk?
No.
Oh, you never used SmartPunk?
What was it? What was it?
So it was like it was the one like online outlet that you could get CDs delivered to you that were like underground, minor, small independent label stuff. Like if I wanted to pre-order an album,
Mm.
like that was the only place I could do it. So I remember getting like, oh, what was that? This is so stupid now. I can't even remember what it's called. But
Smart Punk isn't up and running anymore?
I think it is.
Is it just smartpunk.com?
Yeah. So it was Brother Sister album. It was 2006.
Yo, that's a little it's a little
You,
spicy.
Brother Sister by Me Without You.
That sounds ancestral.
I mean, they're a Christian band.
Ooh, that's even weird.
They were. But anyway, so like I remember I got the album. I got it 3 days before it released. Like I got it mailed to me 3 days before it released.
You got early drop?
Dude, they used to do that all the time. Like
What
that
the
was
fuck?
totally normal.
All right.
And I remember like it was in the summer. It may be after I graduated, I think. Let me look. And it just says January 1. That wasn't right because it was warm outside when I got it. But anyway, like I sat down, I read the lyrics along with the album as I listened to it for the first time, and like that was a practice that I took up after that, and like that's when I started getting like connected to the lyrics and connected to the message of those albums. And like,
Hmm.
I mean, I remember Under Oath was huge for me when I was a kid. Like, I mean, that's why I still to this day, like, I just live and die by that band. Go see them every time I can because like we could get into that later, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's not really relevant to this song that we're talking about, but like in terms of the topic at hand, like it took me a long time to get to that phase where I wasn't just trying to like collect every single possible album that I could, and
Right, right.
I was grabbing the things that really impacted me and the things that.
Is it Scott that does that? Like he buys like
Yes, yep.
okay, yeah.
But like these are albums he's already listened to. Like I think he was gonna order. Oh, it was Punk and Drublick by NoFX. We were talking about it last night. They're re-releasing it or whatever through his like subscription that he gets.
Okay.
And I'm like, dude, it's a 150 gram for $40. Like,
Jesus.
don't buy that. Like that record is not gonna last. And he's like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, okay, good, thanks.
But he's gonna get
It's
it.
cool record. No, I don't think he will. He's like smarter about it now than I am. Like I'm just gonna get it to get it
Okay.
if I really really want it. But he's noticing the quality is going down on like things like that because they're just like forcing out to make money and it's not really worth it. But he still does that. He'll sit down with a new album and listen to it all the way through with the lyrics, and I think that's really cool. And like I don't do that. I don't do that. And maybe
Really?
that's why I don't have like an emotional connection to a lot of bands these days. But
I did that with the new Blink album, like in its entirety.
you
Like
know what's
just
crazy is I have only done the first half of the album. I remember when I got the record.
really.
Yeah, I think Sam and I were like cleaning, and we had just gotten done, and we wanted to listen to some records. And I was like, I really want to listen to the new Blink record. And she's like, okay, cool, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go do homework. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit in here and just like kind of read the lyrics along with it, and I'll come in and hang out later. And I started reading the lyrics. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. Like I miss doing this.
Yeah. The
So it really kind of comes back around, and like this song does not get that from me ever. And like even now, I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but at the time, it was a confirmation of character.
whew, that felt good.
That was a cool combo.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, it was.
But it's again, it's kind of cool because like it really capitalizes on like what's the difference between the way you and I like consume things.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you wanted to, we could go here because I'm kind of tipsy already. But
Hey, let's go.
if you wanted to go here, like I mean, this is the way you consume World of Warcraft and the way I consume it.
How so?
Dude, you are totally invested in the story, and you're totally
Oh
invested.
yeah.
And to me, it's just like there's benchmarks, and that's what I want to get to, and that's all I care about. It's numbers game, man. Like, and oh my god, I just had a freaking like flash, like a light bulb go off in my brain.
Oh.
It's embarrassing because like part of me is jealous of you. I think that you have a really interesting relationship with consuming content and even the way you look at other things in life, and maybe you've noticed this through making mistakes, or you've done this through like doing it the other way like I have for 37 years. Like to me, like the numbers game is never interesting, right? Like
Yeah.
like
I mean, it can be when I parse really high. It makes me feel good.
But like, is that interesting? Like,
Not really.
Are you consuming the content the way you want to consume the content?
Like
And
half and
wow.
half. It's not truly how I want to. No, it truly
Yeah,
isn't.
you're not. You're like, what's the next piece of gear I've got to get?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
what's this like? Am I consumed properly? Or like things like that. Which, good God, we're gonna turn so many people off by talking about World of Warcraft.
No. I get it. But
people that'll ever listen to this are gonna be like, oh, they're talking about WoW.
To loop back just briefly to what you're saying there, like I was not huge into computer games growing up. Like, I'd play things here and there, but I was mostly about like being outdoors, skateboarding, BMXing. I had a BMX for a while too. I like haven't thought about that in a long time. But when it came to Warcraft, I was in outdoor ed in my last semester of high school, and this buddy of mine, he was obsessed with Warcraft, and him and I were becoming closer friends over like Coheed and stuff. And he was like, "Man, if you really like stories like based on things, like you totally need to read this information about Arthas." So I went home and actually researched a bunch of stuff about Arthas Menethil, got obsessed with his story, and I was like, I came back to school, I'm like, man, this is the coolest fucking thing. He's like, well, guess what?
Great.
In a few years, Wrath of the Lich King's gonna come out, and you can actually probably play this content. He's like, right now, we're fighting this guy Illidan, and I'm like, well, I'm already hooked on Arthas' story. Let me learn about Illidan. The second I learned about Illidan, War of the Ancients, like, I romanticize everything in my head. I make it so much bigger. So even when someone like sees something, then maybe they like it, I'll like love it. So yeah, that like
No,
yeah.
no, I mean that's like I've never really emphasized this as like like something that I find like interesting about you or anybody in general is that like I mean we could talk about this for fucking hours about consuming content and like the way you take it and like that's why like the conversations that we've had about Star Wars lately, why like maybe the reason I'm trying to get you into it is like this like deep-seated thing where this is the only thing like I half-ass know about.
Okay.
I mean honestly, and that's why like I'm trying to read these books now and I'm trying to like get more involved because I see these other people that are like making TikTok videos or making reels that make really interesting content that like I'm like I kind of half-ass know about and I'm like
Yeah.
I want to be pumped about small things like that in the content that I consume because like I mean Ahsoka is loaded with it. That show the TV show is loaded with like lore and things that like are only briefly mentioned in Clone Wars and stuff like that. And I'm just like there's so much and part of me thinks it's a fool's errand because there's so much to do. Like I just don't have the time of day to do it. But like if I'm gonna be obsessed with something, like this is what it's gonna be.
It's gonna be Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm gonna consume all the content that I possibly can. And I think another thing of it is like when you're just like when you're just quickly consuming like this, you lose this focus of like really taking it in and really like ingesting it and like shitting it out, right? Like
So I wanna touch on that because you're, and this may come as a shock to you, but it feels like you're rushing me through a lot of the Star Wars stuff, whereas I'm trying to break it up and like take my time with it. So, you know, I
Star Wars pod.
it's a Star Wars pod, yeah. We're talking about the
Cool.
song "A New Hope" by Blink-182. No, it's. I mean, there's a lot of small things in Star Wars that it's good to look out for.
So you can't really ever rush through Star Wars, and I
Oh,
think
100% I think you can, because I'll be honest with you, I've tried watching Star Wars probably a million times. That's an exaggeration. But this is the first time I've ever sat down and like wholeheartedly watched it, put my phone away, like just sat there and watched it, no distractions.
yeah.
And like after every, except for that second one, after after every movie, I've got a ton of questions, which I know I can find out by watching and like reading more and learning more, kind of thing.
You
But
can ask me too, though.
yeah, yeah,
I know
and I have asked you
I've been
some
watching those movies
questions.
for 30 years.
I know, I get it,
Like,
I get it, and it's great. Like I have a newfound appreciation for it, which I never did. It's the same thing where it's like everyone talks about Star Wars and they go off about it, but I just never really had the opportunity to fall in love with it, and now I genuinely feel like I'm building that relationship with it.
so we need to not do this because we're gonna go down a deep rabbit hole. But let me tell you, like, I appreciate that you say that to me because it does make me really think about how I consume content. I mean, I
Yeah.
did that with I remember when Endgame was gonna come out, and I was like, I'm going to get through all of the Marvel, like all the Marvel movies, and like I did. It took me 2 months, and I did it. But like,
How'd you feel after? Like, were you
incredible!
now?
I loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I loved it. I was hooked. And the thing that sucks is that like Endgame killed it for me because Endgame was like it felt like such a high moment, and after that, it's like
It's hard.
okay, we're
It's
back.
hard to. It's hard to go up beyond that.
We're at minuscule moments that are like building storylines again, and I think that's cool and interesting. But like, so what I think I'm trying to do is I don't find a lot of value in George Lucas canon
What's that
anymore.
mean?
So the 6 movies that he created, and then he started Clone Wars with Dave Filoni. They have so many holes in them that Dave Filoni fills and does an incredible job at it because
Okay.
you're gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now, the minute you start that Clone Wars movie, the first movie, and then you get into the TV series, you're gonna be like, what? I'm not even gonna ruin it for you because you're gonna instantly, you're gonna be like this. Like I
See,
already know because, but what I'm trying to say is that like you take what you need to do is you need to consume the story.
yeah, which is
You
what
need
I'm
to consume the
doing.
Yes, you need to consume the story to get to the deep level content because George Lucas did not create that.
Hmm.
Dave Filoni and Star Wars after the fact have created this deep level content. And I think that like even getting through the sequel trilogy, like they've done so little with the future of Star Wars after the original 3 movies that like everything that like you're going to consume in terms of the TV shows all lead up to this sequel trilogy, and then you're going to be like that's the story that we led up to. And it's okay because it is still a good story and there's still really good parts to it, but it's gonna feel like when you get to Ahsoka and you get through Rebels, you're gonna be like, oh, this is the sequel that we deserve.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's what you're gonna say. And I know it because that's what I did. And I am an apologist. Like I will find the
Hmm.
best things about these movies and I will make them the thing that like this is why I like The Last Jedi. It's one scene and I think it's incredible. And the same with Rise of Skywalker. Like I literally like I don't even watch that movie anymore. I will go to this one scene that I love so much and be like this is the pinnacle of the movie. This is what everything leads up to. The rest of it feels so not like okay, we are going down a hole and we need to get out of this. But anyway, I appreciate that you say that about me because it kind of coincides with what I talk about with this Blink song is that
Yeah.
like quickly move through content sometimes and I just want you to be on the same level as me because when we understand and we take in content the same way, I think we'll find middle ground. And um that's why these conversations can be interesting because you take this song that I think is like for better or for worse a joke song, a joke music video, and you have layered it in a way that like now I'm looking at other songs totally different, and that's cool, and I love that.
Yeah, and I appreciate you as well because you provide a like a motivation. Like I know for me, like I watched episodes. I watched episode 4, and then I chilled with it, and then the following day I watched episodes 5 and 6, and then the next day I watched 1 and 2, and my brain was at this bulging capacity where I'm just like so much is going on, and I'm seeing the story play out, and I'm seeing like the when I see the younger versions, like Obi-Wan when he was younger with his master and everything like that, Qui-Gon, like it it was such a youthful character he played in episode 1, and then when it gets to episode 2 and I'm seeing him act like the Obi-Wan from episode 4, and I'm just like, his adult transition has happened here with Anakin. Like, this has turned him from this, almost like him and Anakin were very similar when they were younger, always questioning things, a little bit angry, a little bit full of hate, you know, that possibility.
There's angst.
There's so much angst. And then watching him, like Obi-Wan, transition to this more mentorship role where he is pretty fucking hard on Anakin. Like, there are a ton of scenes where I'm like, you're pushing him away. You are being an asshole about. No, dude. No, he needed to be more compassionate, I think, because he was pushing Anakin away. You can say no all you like, but he became Darth Vader because he was being pushed.
No, that's not right. That's not true. You haven't seen this. You haven't seen episode 2.
I know. But I mean, this is where I'm at right now, as I'm like, you know.
Yes, you're basically like consuming this at like a ground floor level, and I think that's really. Yeah, why are we talking about? We're literally going. This is Star Wars.
I know. It's a Star Wars romance content pod. Are you gonna get your balls shaved?
I thought so.
Oh, okay.
Does
your dad cup it gently, like?
No.
Hit the airwaves, just me and you, talking life up in Blink-182. From all the small things to what's my age again, it's chaos and stories where the week begin.